I see this initiative, the initiative of Council of Europe, important. Of course, it is a pilot. The pilot programs and pilot projects, always it has their problems, of course. That's why it is pilot, and it can be improved. And as I understand, it is the fourth meeting that they try to understand the grassroots in every countries, and then I hope that there would be the continuation of this initiative that would be or creating really democratic and active participated leadership. I hope so that it would be like this. And when we speak about democratic participations, and I put also active participation or civic participation, I think democratic participation, we can achieve it when we have a really democratic participation at every level. And most of the time we exclude the issue of political participation from when we speak about integration, we speak about participation. I think it is practically, I see that it is happening in most of discussions. It is my experience when we as Greek form of refugees that with communities we discussed that we should create an initiative for political integration. What does it mean, political integration? As my colleague Jackie says, that it is political right, it is citizenship, it is political participation. So when we started and we organized these proposals, when I started to call some foundations in order to have funding for this, so they said, when I said that, yeah, we have a project for political participations and democratic participation, they said, oh, what do you say? We are speaking about the migrants that they should not be on the road. So you are speaking me that they should have come and vote, or they should know how to vote, or democratic participation like this. So it was something that I was really disappointed. I think democratic participation you have when you have really political participation and political rights. If you don't have political participations, if you don't have political rights, I think you are never equal in the society, because it is the most important, the important point. And in this point we have many problems here in Greece. It doesn't mean that we have, of course we have problems in terms of citizenship and in terms of all this process, and also we have problems within communities, migrants and refugee communities. Those who have achieved citizenship, unfortunately, they are not voting. And it is my experience, I can tell you that when I was candidate for European Parliament, and I was running for that, and I visited communities that they are here 20 years, they have the right to vote. And they never had voted, and they didn't know about the vote. So it was the big problem that we have here. It means that raising awareness on political participation, it is not just that we should advocate on an institution level in order to get the right to vote, and also to have a good raising awareness in the communities in order to raise awareness, and what Generation 2 is doing, that's really important, that in terms of raising awareness and how to vote and what does it mean political participation. And the experience that I'm very happy to say that that in last European elections, we as Greek form of refugees and also Generation 2.0, we were two organizations that we had the campaign of Vote Europe. We didn't have the right to vote. Our organization, most of the members, they don't have the right to vote. We had those who were running for this campaign and running on the road in order to ask Europeans, vote Europe. They were migrants and refugees that they don't have right to vote. So it was really important for us that, look, there are motivations, and refugees and migrants, they want to have political participations, and it is very important for them. And I don't know if I have time to go back what you said and what was going on when we came here. Of course, we should not forget that there has been so positive steps have been done in this country and also in European level and in Greek level. So when I came here, actually there was no participation. That was migrants and refugees were excluded at all from every level. And I remember that when we created our network of refugee, Greek form of refugees, when we sent a letter to the ministry at that time, and we want a meeting with the ministry, and they never answered to us, and they never accepted us. It is what time brings now, that on that time the Ministry of Public Order for Migration, it was the same minister that he is now the Minister of Public Order here. So of course we did it, and now we are happy that we are included almost in all level discussions. I can say that we are included and we are visible. But it is important that, as Jackie said, it is important, visibility, and it doesn't mean that being seen. Visibility means being also counted and being recognized. It is very important. Of course, we are going everywhere, we are included, but what the important is that you should have political right. That is very important, the right to vote. That is, and one important point, I think, that the positive, what happened through long time that I'm here in Greece, I think for the first time it is that it happened, it was the Municipality Council for Integration of Migrants and Refugees, which we call it SymbEU. I think it was the first step and the most important step that it was taken by Athens, by municipalities of Athens. Actually, it is a council that representatives of migrants and refugees, they are coming together with representatives from municipality, and they are, it is a kind of a common space in order to discuss on their challenges. Of course, it is first step. There are problems. We have some steps of going back also. I can say that, yeah, last year we have this council with the inclusion of more than 11 communities, I think, that are representative of communities and civil society organizations that we were in this council. Unfortunately, now we are just 5 communities and 5 organizations that we are included as members, as official members, and we have 6 members from political parties. I can say that from the municipality council that we have. It means that if some issues comes in order that we decide to vote, we are minority now, that we were not before. It means that we have some steps that we are going back. Of course, we are here and we are discussing, and we will try to improve it, and we try to not lose this chance. It is very important for us. Thank you very much.